Hey everyone, Tim with Kitchen and Craft here. This week's video is a New Year's Eve hors d'oeuvre and cocktail collaboration with some great Tastemade pet work partners. Fantastic. Hey everyone, it's Tim with Kitchen and Craft here, and this week's video is an awesome New Year's Eve hors d'oeuvre and cocktail collaboration with some other incredible Tastemade network partners. Here is a sneak peek of what they're offering. And at the end of my video, I'm going to include some links that'll take you to their videos. Have a great holiday season and a happy new year. Now, here's what I'm serving up.
This New Year's Eve, why not impress your friends with some freshly shucked oysters on the half shell? Here, I'm serving them with blueberry mignonette and some ginger creme fraiche. Check it out. Let's start by cleaning your ginger. Use a spoon to peel the skin because it generates a lot less waste. Next, use a microplane to grate your ginger. You're looking for a tablespoon here. Add the grated ginger to your creme fraiche, mix it up well, and then reserve it in the refrigerator. Now it's time for the blueberry mignonette. Combine your blueberries and rice wine vinegar in a container. Then, using an immersion blender or a food processor, go ahead and blitz it until the ingredients are both combined and there's no large bits of blueberry floating around in the liquid. Let's fine dice some shallots. Start by cutting the ends and removing the skin. Make a series of long cuts in the shallot, like so. Then turn your shallot 90 degrees and make a series of perpendicular cuts to get your fine dice. You'll be left with a little piece at the end that you can save for another dish. Go ahead and add your shallots to the mignonette, give it a quick stir, and then reserve it in the refrigerator until you're ready to plate up. I almost forgot. Finish the mignonette off with some sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. Now we're going to set up your plate for your freshly shucked oysters, and sea salt is a big part of that presentation. Combine a few cups with a few tablespoons of water, mix it around, and you'll get this sort of damp sea salt mixture. You don't want the salt to dissolve, you just want it clumpy so that it can support the oyster shell and keep it upright. If the oysters tilt on the plate, then all that beautiful brine and mignonette will spill out and you lose some of the tastiest components to this hors d'oeuvre. So line a plate with some of that salt and set it aside. Now it's time to shuck some oysters. Now this process is pretty straightforward, but make sure you have the right tools and be careful because you can hurt yourself here. I use a kitchen towel and an oyster shucking knife. Don't use any other knife for this purpose, it'll be a disaster. To shuck an oyster, hold it firmly with a kitchen towel. Insert the knife on the hinge side of the oyster, apply some pressure and twist. Release the oyster from the top shell by running the knife down the inside. Then run your knife underneath the oyster to release it from the bottom shell. Go ahead and add a dollop of that ginger creme fraiche to each oyster. Now, the amount is totally up to you. It's time for the mignonette. Now again, the quantity you use is a personal preference. Personally, I go light. Mignonette's a strong, assertive flavor, and too much means that the flavors are out of balance. Finish the oysters off with some microgreens. They add to the presentation, have a nice fresh flavor, and provide some contrast and texture. If you enjoyed my video, please hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to Kitchen and Craft. And remember to check out those links at the end of my video for some great New Year's Eve food and drink ideas from my friends at Tastemade. Happy holidays.